Smith, and welcome to Seton Style. My guest tonight is Jamel, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his way of life, and that was back in the days known as the 5%ers. How you doing, Jamel?
I'm doing all right.
All right, so first thing you can tell me is, how'd you find out about this way of life?
All right, it all started back in 1975. I used to hang out with my cousins, and they was down with it. And I just saw the things that they did, and I took it into myself. And I just looked at it and looked at other religions, and I decided that that's what I wanted to do. But I wanted to do it at my own pace. So it took me a year to realize what I wanted to do and how I wanted to go about doing it. Then after that, what I did is that I went to brothers that I knew what they were speaking about, understood it, and could teach me about it. So I went to them, and they gave me some lessons. They explained it to me and told me that it all really comes from you. So what you have to do is sit down and think about it, and let how you feel about it come out. And once that comes out, then you make your decision whether you want to be with it.
All right. So what is it all about really? What is being a 5%er? What's that all about?
All right. Basically, what it's about is it's about a black man learning more about himself, where he's been, where he is, and where he's going. Right. And once he learns about where he's been, he could take that and bring it to where he's at now, and put those two together and let it take him to where he's going. And that's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Knowledge and understanding. All right. So, all right, when the first question I asked you, you said you looked at other religions, and you said you didn't like the way it was, or it wasn't your way of thinking.
It really wasn't for me.
Right.
You know,
all right.
it really
So
wasn't for me.
it's not a religion.
Right. It's not a religion.
What is
the
it?
reason why we say it's not a religion is because religion is something that's man-made. It has a beginning, and sooner or later it's going to have an ending. So that's why we say it's a way of life, because life never had a beginning and never had an ending. You see, that's how we look at it.
So what does it teach exactly?
Okay, it teaches one about himself, about how he should carry himself, how he should look at other people, how he should treat other people, about basically everything. It can be anything you learn in school. It could be math, sciences, because we teach about the sun, we teach about the stars, space, water, growing, plants, life, sex. You know, it's about everything. But what it does really, it makes you look at yourself and apply it to yourself. Like, okay, why is it like this? Why am I here? What is my purpose here? And what is what purpose do I have? What purpose do I have going to school? What is it going to benefit me? Not only from knowing that 1 and 1 is 2, is why is all this happening to me? And it lets you find that out. This is so that really a person can just look deep down inside themselves and find out about themselves and use it to their best advantage.
Could that be the reason why you call each other gods?
Yeah. Okay. Now that's a big
yeah. Tell me about the gods. Like other religions. No, this is not a religion. It's a way of life. Other religions, you have someone you have to worship.
Right.
All about mystical, all about magical. And as far as the 5%ers are concerned, it's not all about that.
Right.
You call yourselves gods. Why do you call yourself gods?
All right, gods, because we're not saying that we're God in the same sense that Methodist or Baptist or Catholic may say God. Right. We say we're God because God stands for 3 words in Arabic, right? Which is Gamwa, Oz, Dubois. And those mean wisdom, strength, and beauty. And that's what we all possess. So that's why we call ourselves God. And it's people look at us and say, well, y'all must have magical powers, or you can make it rain, or could you grant me $1 million? No, I'm not a genie.
Right.
And if you want $1 million, pray to your God. Let me see him give it to you like that. You got to work for it. So I can tell you a way to get it. Play lotto. Maybe you might hit the number or something.
Yeah, make me a tree.
Yeah, okay, here's some seeds, plant them. Okay, but it's not in the same sense of, well, we have to worship somebody. It's not like we look at ourselves. It's like when I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror. It's the first thing I see is myself, right? So I take pride in myself. It's like I worship myself. Not saying that I'm stuck on myself. I'm the man. I mean, I could be, but I'm not. I'm not gonna look at myself and say, "Hey, I'm the man." But it's more or less of me looking at myself and more or less respecting myself to the utmost.
All right, I'm speaking to Jamel, and I am Cheyenne Smith. Once again, this is Seton 600, and you're listening to Seton Style. And if you just tuned in, we're talking about the righteous people. Now, Jamel, I've heard that white people aren't allowed to partake in this way of life. Now, what's up with that?
No, it's not that they're not allowed. It's just that they could not go about it the same way I do. What they would have to do is, if they want to find out about it, they would have to come to us. We would teach them, but it's like it's like everybody has their place, right? So we're gonna show them where our place is, where their place is, and how we coincide or how we get together. And it's just that I'm gonna respect them as long as they respect me. And it's nothing racist. Well, put it this way, it's not supposed to be anything racist.
Not supposed to be racist, but it sounds sort of
racist. It does sound that way.
Because you don't find many righteous, Caucasian people,
Right.
And when they do preach about, being righteous, you find that they preach the black man is, number one, and this and that, and that the white person or the white man, which you call Yakub, a little terminology there, is the devil. So
it's just that there's this. It's not that. People look at it like that as a devil means something bad.
Right.
All right. A devil could be a black person. Okay, for the simple fact that that's the worst devil is a black person, because that's the one that could come among you. You wouldn't even notice him.
Right.
And he's the one that could sting you. But it's nothing against them. It's just that so that they know who they are and we know who we are. And that's basically what that is.
So, okay, let's say I want to go about becoming righteous. What I got to do? Who do I see? Do I see like the Grand Poobah of the Flintstones?
No. You can see...
There are mighty ones up there, right? Is there like a scale? No?
No, not really.
But back in the days, it was sort of
It was like this. It's like whoever knows... Like we have a certain amount of lessons you're supposed to know, 120 of them, right? And then it goes on beyond that. And it's like you have to learn those lessons, and then you can really explain something to somebody. You wouldn't want to go to school with a teacher that only knew how to do simple arithmetic and didn't know how to do algebra. You want to learn from somebody that knows how to do it all. So it's like you could come to me, and I would ask you certain questions to find out about yourself, and make you realize that if this is what you really want to do, and then we take it from there.
Hey, now nowadays, like if I walk up to someone on the street and I ask them, are you righteous? They'll look at me and say, like I'm crazy, and say, what's that? Right? So like, tell me what happened? Like it disappeared in a sense, like around 76, 77, early 80s. It was very popular. You wasn't down if you wasn't righteous. Now you walk up to somebody, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
okay, it's like. It was a fad, really, because everybody wanted to be down because they thought becoming righteous means that you got all this power and, you get in trouble, they got your back, and they can do this for you. But it's not like that. That's why a lot of people realize that it takes work to become righteous, and it takes a lot to stay that way. And it's not a joke. It's not a game anymore. So it's not, run around and, well, I'm this and I'm that. So, it's all about, well, if you're righteous, you must be living it out. I've been righteous for 10 years now. So if I'm not living it out by now, then I'm doing something wrong.
You one of the very few righteous people I know that stayed with it. So I know a couple of friends of myself that stayed in, and they fell from it, so to speak. They didn't keep up with it. They just want to be down because it was all about getting high, right?
Yeah, that's
and about having girlfriends and as many as you wanted, right? And was that a rumor? Or was it like was that true?
It was some people just like I said. Some people used it the wrong way, and they used it to hurt us. That's why we had a bad name. But I think after a while, people are going to really know what we stand for and what we mean.
All right. So like, what are you up to now? Are you teaching? Are you teaching the righteous way?
I'm still teaching anybody that's interested, right? But now I go to school in North Carolina. I'm a senior, and I'm a senior in business management, and I'm trying to get my degree and get my life together and just still be out there. I'm gonna still teach, and whenever somebody wants to know anything, all they do is ask me, and I'll either tell them or I won't.
You tell them when you won't. So now, now that you're all established and whatnot, and you want to get your stuff together, is this the way of life for you? Is this it?
Oh yeah, this is it. There's nothing else. This will, if this doesn't work out, I don't know what will. So I'm gonna have to keep on working at this, and it's gonna have to be this because this is my way of life, and it's what I chose. And it's what I want to be. All
right, I want to thank Allah Jamel for being here, and I'm now going to return you back to the Lamont Burrell Show known as Magic. See you later.
Peace, y'all.